No, you not can do because you not can do 1 minute.
People have underestimated certain fighters and fighters that should never beat a certain guy, and have gone in there and shocked the world because of this person took their preparation.
I don't know. He just didn't do. He didn't snap his jab.
Boxing world shocked as Shakur Stevenson knocked out Teofimo Lopez in sparring and leaked the footage. The short clip instantly exploded online, leaving fans questioning everything they thought they knew about this matchup. Shakur's timing, accuracy, and composure looked frightening, turning a simple sparring story into one of the most talked about moments in boxing circles.
And I said, look, if you're to believe that he had the best training camp, his legs have gone. And if I've got it wrong,
that statement feels even heavier when viewed through the lens of the leaked sparring footage. What unfolded in the gym wasn't random or accidental. It was controlled dominance. The timing, spacing, and defensive awareness on display suggested a clear difference in levels. When one fighter dictates pace so effortlessly, it forces serious questions about adaptability, durability, and true elite status at the highest level.
Than spending that 10 million, I promise you. Because you know what, when that 10 million's gone, Conor Ben's still going to be alive, jumping around, saying to everyone, I'm beating Chris Eubank. I think
Johnny Nelson raises concerns about Lopez's conditioning, suggesting that even after a top-level camp, his legs were already fading. In contrast, Shakur Stevenson looked sharp, fluid, and explosive during sparring. This contrast emphasizes Shakur's superior preparation and athleticism, further cementing why the boxing world is so stunned by his knockout of a fighter like Lopez.
Front of him. And I said, look, if you're to believe that he had the best training camp, his legs have gone. And if I've got it wrong,
Derek Chisora tries to downplay it, but reality says otherwise. Getting dropped in sparring exposes real flaws, not accidents. Shakur's precision punished every mistake instantly, while Teofimo looked lost under pressure. When one fighter controls range and timing so easily, it stops being learning and starts looking like a clear gap in class.
Totally different. Sparring, you're there to learn. So the guy you knocked out in sparring, he's understanding, okay, I did this silly move, that's how I got knocked out. So I'm gonna have to stop doing these silly moves so I don't get knocked out.
Eddie Hearn highlights the stark reality of elite preparation. Shakur's relentless focus in sparring left Teofimo scrambling and exposed. Day in, day out precision and high-level drills amplified every weakness, making Teofimo look unprepared and outclassed. Shakur isn't just learning, he's schooling, proving that top-tier talent separates itself far beyond basic conditioning.
In camp, living in camp, training with him day in, day out. And it made a big difference in the fight. So I think he knows that the way that he's going to improve is time in the gym and also the quality.
Lawrence Okoli underscores the dual purpose of sparring, and Shakur made the taking out part look effortless. Every punch, feint, and combination was precise, leaving Teofimo exposed and humiliated. The footage proves Shakur isn't just a student of the game, he's a future master, turning practice into a lesson every top fighter should fear.
Sparring's really for learning, but you can also learn to take someone out, so it's amazing.
Shakur's mindset shows why he dominates sparring effortlessly. Confidence combined with respect allowed him to expose Teofimo's every flaw without mercy. While Teofimo struggled with timing and defense, Shakur pushed, probed, and punished with surgical precision. The footage doesn't just highlight skill, it humiliates the opposition, proving who truly owns the ring.
I wanted to push myself. I know that Teo is a tremendous fighter. I know he's on an extremely high level. And I feel like, well, I know that I can beat him, but I know that this should be a tough set. So
Eddie Hearn points out a truth that's impossible to ignore. Shakur's combination of defensive mastery, ring IQ, and explosive power is a level above. The leaked sparring showcased this perfectly. Teofimo struggled to connect, misstepped, and looked reactive, while Shakur dictated range, timing, and pace. This isn't just a young fighter on the rise. This is a technical genius dismantling a former top contender. Every feint, every counter, and every movement reinforced Shakur's superiority, making Teofimo look completely outclassed. Fans and analysts alike are now questioning whether Lopez can ever bridge this glaring gap.
I think I don't know how good the fight will be, but I think Shakur is again, like pound for pound, IQ wise, I think he's even up there with a Terence and those kind of guys. You know, I think the difference with Boots is he's got the defensive mastercraft, and he also has the aggressive power to turn your lights out, and I think that's quite the athletic.
Raleigh Romero highlights Shakur Stevenson's unmatched intelligence and natural talent. The leaked sparring only amplified this perception. Every movement, every adjustment, and every precise punch exposed Teofimo's vulnerabilities. While Lopez appeared stiff and predictable, Shakur flowed effortlessly, controlling distance and timing. This session was more than practice. It was a masterclass in strategy and execution. Fans watching can see a future star demonstrating not only technical brilliance, but also mental dominance. Shakur's ability to read, adapt, and punish on the fly makes him a frighteningly complete fighter, leaving Teofimo humiliated and scrambling to keep up.
Shakur is an incredible fighter. Shakur has a really high boxing IQ and a very... Shakur coming out from it's gonna be a good fight. I'd like to see it.
Keyshawn Davis gives fans insight into the personal history between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. Having trained and competed together since their early amateur days, both fighters understand each other's strengths and weaknesses intimately. This shared past adds intensity to every sparring session and upcoming bout. Shakur's technical skill, paired with his mental fortitude, allows him to exploit these insights. The stakes are high, not just professionally, but personally, making every exchange in the gym or ring a test of experience, adaptability, and willpower. Fans are eager to witness how this deep familiarity shapes the action in the ring.
Oh, these dudes very well.
Shakur had talked about this shit before it was actually official, and I'm like, cool. You know this nigga can fight, right? Like, cool, like, nah, bro, I know, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we all excited about the fight, bro. Like, we all know what's at stake. Like, we've been knowing Teofimo since we was 12 or 13 years old in amateurs, bro. Like, we all been winning nationals together. Now we're pro having to fight each other, so...
Timothy Bradley Jr. points out the serious challenge Shakur Stevenson faces against Teofimo Lopez. Lopez's speed and athleticism make him a difficult opponent, but Shakur's preparation, intelligence, and adaptability provide him the tools to handle it. Every sparring session tests Shakur's timing, reflexes, and strategy, showing that he thrives under pressure. Fans and analysts alike recognize that while the fight won't be easy, Shakur's skill set, combined with his mental toughness, gives him a clear edge. This matchup promises to be a fascinating clash of talent, strategy, and heart, with Shakur's growth on full display.
It's not gonna be an easy damn fight for Shakur Stevenson. Nope, it ain't gonna be an easy fight. Nope. After studying freaking Lopez yesterday, man, look. That athleticism that he got, that's...
Amir Khan acknowledges Lopez's skill and power, but the leaked sparring footage completely flips the narrative. Shakur Stevenson didn't just compete, he dominated. Every movement was calculated, every combination precise, exposing Lopez's gaps in timing, defense, and adaptability. Even a seasoned fighter like Lopez, known for stepping up under pressure, looked reactive and hesitant, struggling to impose himself. Shakur controlled distance, dictated pace, and punished mistakes with surgical efficiency. This wasn't just a sparring session, it was a masterclass in ring IQ, skill, and mental toughness. Fans and analysts are now debating whether Lopez can ever bridge this level gap. Shakur's confidence, preparation, and execution show that he can handle elite opponents, turn pressure into advantage, and humiliate anyone in the ring who is.
The fight between Stevenson and Lopez, what a fight. Who wins that? Lopez. You think Stevenson? Lopez is a very good fighter, bro. I've trained with him, I've had him on the pod, he bangs hard, he's a good all-round boxer, slick. A lot of people don't give him the credit for how good of a boxer he is. Look, he's the type of guy I know about Lopez is that when he has to turn it up, he turns it up. And I think with someone like Shakur, he will have to turn out big time. And obviously Shakur, we've not really seen him in the deep end. Look at Lopez, he's fought the likes of Lomachenko. He's beaten some great names on the way, man.
Teddy Atlas emphasizes the technical quality of both fighters, but the leaked sparring clearly highlighted who truly dominates. Shakur Stevenson displayed superior timing, precision, and adaptability, turning every drill into an exhibition of skill and control. Lopez, despite natural power and experience, appeared slow, overmatched, and visibly frustrated. Every punch and move movement Shakur executed forced Lopez to react rather than initiate, showing a massive skill gap. This footage reinforces that Shakur isn't just talented, he's strategically brilliant, combining ring IQ with flawless execution. Analysts and fans now see him not only as a rising star, but as a fighter capable of neutralizing top-tier power, exploiting weaknesses, and humiliating even established names. Shakur's mastery and training suggests a level of dominance rarely seen at such a young stage, positioning him as a potential elite in boxing's future.
I don't know if it will. I mean, style-wise, I could see you having a little reservations, you know, whether or not these guys will make for dynamite, they will make, you know, for electricity. I don't know if they will, but I tell you what they will make for. Two skillful fighters, two talented fighters, you know, two fighters that are at a high skill level that will compete.
Conor Benn highlights the complexity of this matchup, but the sparring footage told a decisive story. Shakur Stevenson is in a league above. While Lopez may have size and power, Shakur's speed, intelligence, and precision rendered those advantages nearly meaningless. Every exchange exposed Lopez's timing issues, defensive lapses, and inability to adapt under pressure. Shakur dictated the session, punishing mistakes with methodical efficiency, forcing Lopez to react instead of initiate. This wasn't a friendly sparring session. It was a display of dominance that humiliated a fighter previously considered elite. Analysts and fans now recognize that Shakur's combination of ring IQ, composure, and lethal execution makes him a serious threat, capable of outperforming and outsmarting top-tier opponents, regardless of weight or experience.
Back in Teo, I think he's in a hard fight. Well, he's not in a taxing fight. He's in a complex fight in terms of boxing, but he's not in a war. I won't get into anymore.
Playing devil's advocate, obviously, as a journalist as well, you look at pound-for-pound rankings and Shakur is a lot higher. I know you don't like Shakur, but do you not have respect for what he could do against Teofimo Lopez? Because you've dismissed him there, Conor.
No, I don't not like Shakur. I like Shakur. I'm just insulted he thinks he can come up to my weight and feel like he can just make it easy work. Well, come up to my weight then. I don't not like him. I think he's a funny guy. I think he's...
Lamont Roach points out Lopez's mental lapses, and the sparring footage confirmed their impact. Against a precise, intelligent, and composed fighter like Shakur Stevenson, even minor errors become catastrophic. Shakur exploited timing mistakes, defensive gaps, and rushed attempts with surgical efficiency, making Lopez appear lost and overwhelmed. What was meant to be a learning session turned into a public schooling, highlighting a massive skill differential. Every feint, counter, and combination reinforced Shakur's superior ring IQ, adaptability, and preparation. Fans and analysts are now witnessing not just a promising talent, but a fighter capable of humbling experienced opponents. This sparring knockout isn't just a flash, it's a statement. Shakur is elite, strategic, and in total control, while Lopez was exposed at every turn.
Like he has like a little mental lapses every once in a while. Look at the Kambosos fight. Like that's a fight that people would never expect Kambosos to win, and he won a grueling match against him as well. So I just I don't know. I don't think he can get it done against Shakur when it comes to like because it's going to be just a skill match. I don't think he's going to try to. Oh, he's going to try to rough.
The boxing world has never seen a sparring session quite like this. Shakur Stevenson dominated Teofimo Lopez with surgical precision, unmatched timing, and intelligence that made a previously elite fighter look completely outclassed. Every feint, combination, and counter highlighted Shakur's superior ring IQ and adaptability, proving he's not just a rising star, he's a future superstar. Lopez, despite his size and experience, was left scrambling and exposed, a clear demonstration of how elite talent separates itself. Fans and analysts alike are buzzing about what comes next. Can Shakur carry this dominance into professional bouts? Will Lopez finally adjust, or is this the beginning of a career-defining gap? Drop your predictions in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe for all the latest insider boxing breakdowns, fight analysis, and exclusive updates. The hype is real. Don't miss it.